Okay, good morning, my students. Welcome back to our lesson. Today I would like to invite all of you to discuss about causative form. Before we have already discussed about relative pronoun, and I'm sure all of you have already understood about that topic. So even though you haven't understood about that one, you can ask me directly or you can discuss with your friend, okay? Okay, now our topic is about causative form. In that file, I have already written, we use a causative verb when we talk about something that someone else did for us or for another person. Jadi kita menggunakan kata kerja causative itu ketika kita ingin berbicara tentang sesuatu yang mana seseorang itu lakukan untuk kita atau untuk orang lain. It means that the subject caused the action to happen, but didn't do it themselves. Maybe they paid or asked or persuaded the other person to do it. Jadi maksudnya adalah subjek itu menyebabkan aksi itu terjadi, tetapi tidak melakukannya untuk diri mereka sendiri. Mungkin mereka membayar atau menyuruh atau membujuk yang lain untuk melakukan. The causative sign word there are have, had, make, made, let, get, and got. So, if you are going to find these words, it means it is causative sentence. Yang artinya adalah bisa menyuruh, bisa membujuk, bisa memerintahkan, dan lain-lain. Di dalam causative, there are two types. First is active causative, and then the second is passive causative. So, we are going to active causative. In active causative, the formula is subject plus have, make, or let plus object. The object will be person plus bare infinitive. Bare infinitive, it means that is a basic verb. You cannot add as, es, verb ing, or regular or irregular verb. No, you cannot use that one. But that one is a basic verb. Berbeda dengan kalau menggunakan get. Subject plus get plus object or person plus to infinitive. So, if you're going to use get in active causative, you cannot use bare infinitive anymore. But you're going to use to plus infinitive. Okay, infinitive, it means that one is a verb, kata kerja. Okay, we are going to the example. I had everybody fill out the form. Okay. Actually, in this sentence, you find had and then verb fill, right? And then you can see that fill it is a basic verb. Itu adalah kata kerja dasar. You didn't add as or es, verb ing, regular or irregular verb, no. But that one is a basic verb. And then the meaning, saya menyuruh setiap orang mengisi formulir itu. Mengisi. Mengisi berawalan dengan kata me. Do you still remember that if it is active voice, active sentence, the verb, it will start from me and ber. Different with passive verb. It will start from the and ter. Okay, so the sentence is active causative. Okay, now we are going to the second example. I will get my son to review the lesson before taking the exam next month. Okay, so in this sentence, there is causative verb. That one it is get. And then the verb to review. Why? Why it happened? Kenapa terjadi penambahan to? Back to the formula. Kembali ke rumusnya. If it is get, you cannot use bare infinitive anymore, but you are going to use to infinitive. Okay, tambah to infinitive. So, Actually, this sentence, you can change this sentence by using have, make, or let. For example, like this. I will have my son review. Because you have already changed get become have, so you cannot use to anymore. Kita tidak boleh menggunakan to lagi, tetapi kita harus kembali ke bare infinitive. You must remember that have, make, let. If you are going to use have, make, and let, you cannot use to infinitive, okay? But you must use bare infinitive. Bare infinitive, actually that one it is a basic verb, kata kerja dasar. Okay? Okay, now we are going to passive causative. Kita ke passive causative. The formula is different with active causative. Subject plus have, make, let, and get plus object. And then the object is thing plus past participle. Okay. Yeah, if you don't know past participle, if you will check in your dictionary, in the middle of your dictionary, you will find regular and irregular, right? So, regular and irregular, there is verb 1, verb 2, verb 3. And then verb 3, we call that one it is past participle. Kita menyebutnya bentuk ketiga itu adalah past participle. Okay, we are going to the example. My mother always has our dress sewn by the dressmaker. So, from this sentence, we know that this is a causative. Why? Because there is has, and then object, and then verb 3. But we don't know this one, it is active or passive. Yeah, I want to talk to all of you, this one it is passive. Why? Because the object is thing. Objeknya adalah benda. Yeah, my mother is subject. Has, it is causative. Our dress, actually that one it is object, but the object is a thing. And then soon it is a verb 3 or past participle. Yeah, I just want to remind all of you, if it is passive it will start from di enter. So, the meaning is, ibu saya selalu menyuruh pakaian kami dijahit, no menjahit, dijahit oleh tukang jahit. So, if you know this is a passive causative, so you cannot use verb 1 anymore. You cannot use verb 2 anymore. But you must use verb 3. Okay, verb 3 or past participle. Okay, we are going to the second. Ratu always has the car wash in the car wash every once in a month. So, this is causative passive. How do you know? Yeah, there is has and then verb 3. Actually, watch, it comes from was. Because it is passive, so you must change verb 1 become verb 3. And then the meaning is not mencuci anymore, but this is dicuci. Okay? Yeah, but I hope, I think all of you have already understood from my explanation about a causative form. So, if you haven't known about this one, you can ask me directly. Okay? Okay. I want to invite all of you to try this because I have already given 5 questions. Yeah, multiple choice question. I will start from number 1, but number 2 until number 5, you are going to do by yourself, okay? Number 1. As I was talking to a client, my phone rang. I had. So, if we want to answer the question like this, multiple choice, you must comprehend, you must translate the sentence first. Ya, jadi artikan dulu kalimatnya. What is the meaning? Apa artinya? Artinya seperti ini. Ketika saya sedang berbicara kepada klien saya, handphone saya berbunyi. I had. So, had here, the meaning is not mempunyai, but the meaning is menyuruh. Saya menyuruh titik. Ya, berarti dia menyuruh seseorang. So, you need object here. Berarti kamu membutuhkan objek di sini. So, if we notice the option A, B, C, D, O, and E, ya A, B, C, D there is no the object. But E, there is object, an object. We are going to see. Saya menyuruh sekretaris saya menjawab. Ya, no dijawab, right? Because this one it is active, so you must use bare infinitive or to infinitive. Come on, see. Had. Actually, you are going to bare infinitive. Come on, see the formula. Had, has. If there is had or has, you are going to use bare infinitive. Okay, back to the question. Kita kembali ke pertanyaannya. I had, and then my secretary object. The object is person, and then answer. Answer it is bare infinitive. You didn't add s or es or verb ing or what else. Okay, yeah, so the answer number one is E, but I think it's so easy, right? So I give you some question again, number 2 until number 5. Yeah, if you want to decide what is the answer, you must know the meaning first. Harus tahu artinya dulu. Okay? So, if you have already known the meaning, so you can decide that one it is active or passive causative. Okay, students? Okay. But actually, I have a challenge to all of you. Yeah, come on, see. After you will have answered all the question above, can you solve this question? The sentence is an active sentence, and how to change it become causative passive sentence? Send it to WA group, please. So, if you have already understood my explanation and then you have already tried some question, the multiple choice question, so yeah, you must do this one. Actually, this sentence is an active sentence, so I want all of you must change this active sentence become the passive sentence. Okay, so if you know how to answer this one, would you like to send to our group, please?